Her brand was iconic, full of color, with simple shapes. But today, the website that bears Kate Spade's name has this dark greeting for visitors, announcing the death of the company's founder.
Her body, along with a note, were discovered by her housekeeper at her Park Avenue apartment this morning. Kate Spade was just 55 years old. She was a wife and a mother to a 13-year-old girl. Sandy Kenyon is live this afternoon at one of the city's most popular Kate Spade stores, but we're going to begin with Eyewitness News reporter Lauren Glassberg. She is at Spade's Upper East Side apartment with the developing details. Lauren.
Well, Liz, the medical examiner removed Kate Spade's body about 2 hours ago, and New Yorkers are saddened to learn of her death and the fact that she took her own life.
I think it's so tragic. I was a huge fan. Kate Spade was one of the first bags that I wanted to buy, the first bag that I bought with my own money, and I still wear her today.
This was the first designer bag I bought when I was 13 years old, so I felt like I needed to come over here and give my condolences.
That's why they stopped by 850 Park Avenue when they heard that Kate Spade, the 55-year-old fashion designer, had killed herself, dead after hanging herself with a red scarf believed to be of her own design, attached to a bedroom doorknob, according to police. They say her housekeeper found her body this morning and notified authorities. The medical examiner removed her body at around 2 this afternoon.
At this point, there was a note left. The contents of that note, as well as the physical state of the apartment and the comments of the witness, lend to the credibility that it is an apparent suicide.
Her husband of 24 years, Andy Spade, spoke with police at the couple's apartment, according to authorities. Spade's newest venture, which she launched 2 years ago, is called Frances Valentine, named for the couple's 13-year-old daughter, Frances. And even though Kate Spade was no longer affiliated with her eponymous brand, which she launched in 1993, she was forever connected to those handbags.
She is a classic, modern American designer that I'm in shock. I'm speechless.
An autopsy will be performed, even though police say it is apparent that Spade committed suicide. And in a statement, the family said they are devastated and that, quote, "We loved Kate dearly and will miss her terribly." They are asking for their privacy. Live on the Upper East Side, Lauren Glassberg, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Lauren, thank you. Well, Kate Spade was born Catherine Brosnahan in Kansas City, Missouri. She was one of the first of a powerful wave of female American contemporary designers in the 1990s. She founded Kate Spade with her husband, Andy, and turned her passion for handbags into a global giant. Sandy Kenyon is live in Soho this afternoon at one of her brand's iconic stores with much more on her life. Sandy.
Liz, this all began when a young fashion editor at a magazine named Kate Brosnahan in 1991 became dissatisfied with the handbags available back then. She decided to design her own, the first mock-up built with paper and Scotch tape. From those humble beginnings, an empire was born.
Most people know me as Kate Spade, and we started the Kate Spade collection.
The 2018 collection launched with much fanfare this spring. But the lady behind the label had long since left the company that still bears her name, selling out a dozen years ago, but not before leaving a permanent mark on American fashion.
Kate had this wonderful flair about her. It wasn't a modern look, but she had this classy look about her.
Club owner Caroline Hirsch was saddened to learn about the death of Kate Spade, a woman she knew and a designer she loved.
What she did was very classic. I remember the classic straw bags she's still selling.
The company built on these distinctive bags is valued at roughly $2.5 billion. There are 140 retail shops in the U.S. and even more in other countries. But Kate Spade was absent for much of that growth, leaving the company in 2006 to spend a decade raising her daughter. Spade's return to the fashion industry came a couple of years ago with a new line named after her child.
I think there's a big difference between what I'm doing and what I did at Kate Spade. Our customer is someone who has a very personal sense of style and really is buying what they like. I think that's who I've always spoken to.
A stylish voice, now tragically silent. Kate Spade was 55. Coming up at 5 o'clock, a lot more on her fashion legacy. Women's Wear Daily weighs in at 5 o'clock. Reporting from Soho, I'm Sandy Kenyon, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.